Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First
And
pitch
now,
coming your way
welcome
next.
Your Tampa Bay Rays.
About to get started here, and on the mound now, Ryan Pepio.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go?
Jeremy
and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. A changeup missing. And we're underway here this afternoon. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swinging a foul straight back.
That's a ball down.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Diaz. One up, one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one catches the zone. 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one is off the wall. Around first, digging for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's the veteran first baseman, Christian Walker. Altuve, the runner at third. Paredes over at first with one away. And that is out of play. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Stepping in, Yainer Diaz. In there, and it's 0-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back in Seattle, today's starting pitcher, Framber Valdez. What do we need to know here?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Leading up
And
for
now,
the Rays,
Yandy
the
Diaz.
first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Diaz, a former All-Star, 33 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Liner picked on the hop at first. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Brandon Lau stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Diaz gathers, throws to first, out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Junior Caminero in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two out, space is empty. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1. Swings and misses, and 1 down below the zone.
1 and 2's the count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Diaz down to first with it in time. So the drop 3rd strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. We played an inning, no score. Top of the 2nd. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Zach DeZenzo. Pepio back to work. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Pepio winds and deals. Swings through that one for strike 2. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Ball, that's outside.
Next pitch is outside. On the ground to 3rd. And
Foul
that's
ball.
just foul. One, 2 now. fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. It's a bomb. That one felt good. It's 1-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And next to hit for Houston, Cam Smith. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires to first in time.
Batting none, the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
2 outs, base is empty. Brendan Rodgers up next for the Astros. And right back to the mound. Throws to first in time, and that is that. Astros off and running on the solo homer. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. And now the DH, Jonathan Aranda.
Designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Right side, hard hit. Rodgers throws to first and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Christopher Morel.
Here's the left fielder, Christopher Morel. Outside low, ball 1. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
So 2 down now, and here is Cameron Meisner. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Paredes makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. It's the Astros 1, the Rays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Right side, Lau. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jose Altuve.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Doubled in his first AB.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. 3rd player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the 2 others, and that's some great company, Boog.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. In plenty of time to first, and they get Altuve for the out.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Isaac.
2 down, bases empty. Now, Isaac Paredes. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's in there. 0-1. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ripped on the ground to second, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Astros 1, the Rays nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park as we go to the last of the 3rd. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Caballero. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Bounce to the left side. Paredes fires over to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Chandler Simpson.
And here's the rookie center fielder. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Out to short. Whips it across. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Batting 9, the catcher, Danny Jansen.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. Hit on the ground to short. Pena zips it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Astros 1, the Rays nothing. Back in Seattle, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Yainer Diaz. And that one
No,
is
that missed. That's
downstairs.
the ball.
And that's ball one.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike. That one fouled off. That missed by a
2-2.
lot. And the count's even at 2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Zach DeCenzo.
Zach DeCenzo up next for the Astros. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. He's already homered here in this one. Foul ball. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
It gets down, base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Smith in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Smith in his rookie season, 22 years old. Usually a third baseman, but today starting in right. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, he's going to get a totally different angle in the way that he sees the game in this one, going from third base all the way out to right field. Sure hope he doesn't try to overthrow. You can hurt you.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. So the Astros lead one. They lead it 1-0. Bottom 4,
And
now up for Tampa Bay, Yandy
the
Diaz.
first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Fought off foul.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Just missed.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
Tough play on a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
And now it's Brandon Lau. 0 for 1 so far. On the ground, and no one can get there. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, no outs. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. And that one fouled off. Hard hit, base hit. Coming home. Now he launches a throw over his head.
No, he's in there safe.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Aranda. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one outside.
That's a ball.
1-0.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Not even
2-1.
close there. And a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Loud on third. Caminero on at first with nobody out. Next one misses. Now 3-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Loud. Safe. He beats it. He'll score. It's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Christopher Morel next to hit for the Rays. Yeah, that's fouled off. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Rogers. Goes to second. Safe there. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Cameron Meisner popped out and foul ground first time through. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now the shortstop, Jose Caballero. Grounded out his first time. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Back-to-back singles. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Framber Valdez won't go any further. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment.
Now pitching for
now on the
Houston,
bump, Ryan Gusto.
Number 67.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Here's the center fielder. Golden opportunity right here. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. The 0-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Pena at second for 1. Throw to first, but he beat him.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Grounded out his first time up. And that one fouled off. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Inside.
No, that's inside.
And that's ball 1. Out to short, Pena. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Rays 4 and the Astros 1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers.
Pepio back to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one misses. 1-2 the count.
1-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had him eat.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Altuve in the box again, takes a strike.
That's a ball.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history. Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2-2. We got a full count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. He's 2 for 2. There's a strike at the knees.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
That's a ball.
And delivers outside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. One left for Houston, and they trail it 4-1. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
up
of the
for
inning.
the Reds,
Yandy Diaz
the
now.
first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Right side, Smith moving under this one. Makes the grab. One down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that
Now
first
batting,
pitch, man.
the
He's
second
going to want
baseman,
that one back,
Blanket.
no doubt.
Lau at the plate. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. One down, base is empty. To the right side. Tosses to first. Lau out on the play.
Now batting, third baseman, Junior Caminero.
2 outs, base is empty. Junior Caminero now at the plate. Line drive. Makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing for Tampa as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. All set for the top of the 6th. And now it's Christian Walker. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list elite defensive first baseman. And there's a ball.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
Inside, just missed.
The other thing about an elite defensive first baseman like him, it just instills a ton of...
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Yainer Diaz will hit next. That one finds the zone.
0-1.
And it's 0-1. And ball 1.
Missed. 1-1.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Probably showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. All the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
DeZenzo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 6, Jake Myers.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Now a long throw home. Tag, not in time. He's safe. And it's now a 2-run game. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. Inside, just missed.
1-0.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. This one popped up. Caballero on his way over. And that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the DH, Jonathan Aranda. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Movement in the bullpen. Caleb Ort, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Okert warming up as well.
What's a good pitch there.
1-1.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 1-2. Ground ball to the right side. He steps on the bag. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Number 24, Christopher Morel.
And stepping in for the Rays, Christopher Morel. 0 for 2 in this one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Oh, 1 down. He swings and fouls one off. And the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball still 0-2. One down, base is empty. In the dirt, and that is ball 1. In the air out to center. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
So a man at first. Now up for Tampa Bay, Cameron Meisner. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play.
Well, it's one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Caballero. swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls, 1 strike.
Meisner off of first with 2 away. Smoked on the ground a second. Rogers throws to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Rays strand just the 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
Now pitching for the
Rays. They go to the bullpen. Number 41.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
In for a strike. Good slider. Next offering is fouled back. Ripped on a line. Corrals it. And there's 1 down.
The batter, number 3, shortstop,
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. First pitch just misses. And that's in for a strike. Late swing fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one the other way. And foul ball. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. 1 for 3. Cut on and lifted in the air. Meisner tracks it down for the out. 3 up, 3 down that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rays 4 and the Astros 2. Back at T-Mobile Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, number 14.
Simpson.
Ball 1 low.
Ball.
On the ground, right side. Walker takes it to the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, catcher, Danny Jansen.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Danny Jansen, has grounded out a couple of times. Tap foul at the plate. And that's outside. And the count even 1-1. That clips the corner. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty.
2-2.
And they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Everything came together for him. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
One out, runner at second. Yandy Diaz getting ready to hit. That clips a corner. Jansen, the runner at second with one away. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers. And there's two away.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Brandon.
Next to hit, Brandon Lau. Back up the middle and a base hit. The throw in. But it's offline. And they lead by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runner at first with 2 away. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Altuve brings it in with a nice running grab. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to begin the 8th. And the batter now, Isaac Paredes.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Touches down. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. That one's in there. 0-1. This one popped up right side. Diaz makes the grab, 1 away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer Diaz.
And stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. 0 for 3 in this one. To the right side. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Rays 5 and the Astros 2.
Now pitching for
Back
the Astros.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of
48.
the 8th, Stephen Oker.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now the
Leading
DH,
off for
Jonathan
the Rays,
Aranda.
The designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next pitch,
That's
a
the ball.
slider that misses outside.
1-1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Popped up. Pena. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Christopher
Morel, the next to hit. That misses,
That's the ball.
and that's ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caleb Ort preparing to come on if needed. There's the strike. Swings and misses. 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Oh,
Now
really went
batting,
aggressive
the
in
right
with
fielder,
that slider.
Tampa.
Good 2-strike pitch right there. At
Meisner.
worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Cameron Meisner. That one to first,
Foul.
and it goes just foul. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2 outs. That's off the
Ball.
inside corner. 2-2.
2-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's in the
Full
dirt.
count.
And a full count now. And that's low for ball 4.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially
Now
when you're trying to
batting,
get back
the
into that
shortstop,
dugout. But he's still in a
Jose
good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
2 outs, runner at first. Jose Caballero now at the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They get the force. Inning over. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Rays 5 and the Astros 2. Back in Seattle, now it's the DH, Zach DeCenzo. That one pushed foul. on the ground to the right side. Diaz handles, throws the first, and a quick out, number 1.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Jake Myers will hit next. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Outside low, ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one ripped left field. Morel moving back for it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder Cam Smith.
So they're down to their final out. And next to hit for Houston, Cam Smith. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. To first, nice pick and a ball in the dirt, and that ends the ball game.
Well, I'm not sure if he expected to get 9 outs in this one, but he had the gas in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win. As you can see, they're pretty happy about it, and they're celebrating his performance in this one.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.